it's Esme and welcome back to another video. So I have quite an interesting one today because we have the vet coming out this afternoon and Duke has his first time with us seeing the dentist. I also have a new really cool lens so you guys can see right inside the horse's mouth, so it could be really cool. But also, the last 24 hours have been a little bit stressful. I'll let you know because I don't want you to stress you guys out. All the horses are fine. But yeah, last night, I was at home looking after the horses. My parents were both away seeing my brother up at university. And I just thought, you know what, I'll get the horses in nice and early because we've had some storms here recently. So it's all nice and chilled. They're not out in the field like waiting to come in for their dinner. I got Joey in and the winds really started to pick up. And as I was walking to go and grab Casper from the field, I heard this absolutely massive thud. At first I thought maybe one of the stable doors blew open or closed, and then I thought, oh, maybe Joey's like decided to kick the stable wall. So I like ran back being like, well, what on earth was that? Went over to Joey and he was like shaking his head around. I was like, oh my gosh, he must have hit his head on something. And that's when I saw the blood. Now, I don't want to go into too much detail because I don't want people that are squeamish to feel ill or anything like that. But basically, Joey had cracked his head open. So, yeah, I went into panic mode. It was a little bit gory. I called the vet and I was like, oh my goodness, what if he has to have stitches, all this kind of stuff. So what I did was I got some hot water, boiled water, so it was all sterile, and some cotton swabs. Cleared it up the best I could. There was still a bit of a cut there and I wasn't sure if he needed stitches or not, so our vets were amazing. I called them up, sent them over some photos so they could have a little better look at it, because it was a Sunday night and I felt so bad. Like, out of all the days, Sunday evening probably isn't the best, but of course there's always emergency vets available. Luckily it wasn't deep enough that it needed stitches, so I was relieved. Not gonna lie, it was very scary having to call up the vet in the evening on my own. I was like half tearful as well because I was like, oh my gosh, my poor baby, he's hurt himself. Anyway, he's all good. So we're lucky that we actually have our equine dentist coming over here today, so she can have a little look at his cut and make sure that he's all well. So I need to give that a bit of a clean. But yeah, I need to go and grab all the horses now, get them ready for the equine dentist. Good boy. All right, so we now have Duke. Last one in, yes. And hopefully he'll be a good boy. This is his first time having his teeth done with us, so best of luck, mate. I know you're not going to the camera. Oh my goodness, look at this mane. Yeah. So I'm just giving Duke a little bit of a groom, yes, because he is an absolute mud monster. It's been so muddy and rainy recently. So we're gonna make him look a little bit better. He is very loved at the moment. He looks a bit on the feral side, I'm not gonna lie. But no, he loves a good groom. He's very good and stays very still. I feel like his mane's grown even longer. I love how like cute and fluffy he is. Okay, let's sort this forelock. Sort this forelock out, mister. I actually cannot believe how much this little guy is molting already. Like, what, at the time of filming it's February? I feel like that's a little bit early. I feel like March maybe. I don't know, I guess it has been not too cold recently. But yeah, a few brushes and look at that fluff. Once I'd groomed Duke, our vets and equine dentists then arrived, so the vet came along to check all the horses, make sure that they're doing alright, also especially before they have their sedation. So Mickey here is sedated, so he's nice and sleepy, so he'll stay still when he's having his teeth done. And this is what it looks like inside Mickey's mouth if you've ever wanted to know what horse teeth look like. I'm not gonna lie, they do look a little strange, but you can see our equine dentist did a great job. We now have a very sleepy Mickey here. He's just had his teeth done. He's still sedated at the moment. He's in the cross ties if you're wondering, because when everyone arrived here I was in the middle of washing his tail and his bottom because he gets it a little bit dirty. So he was just, you know, drying off under the wash bay, and they were like, you know what, the wash bay's got a heater, why don't we do him in here in the cross ties, nice and still. So I think right now he's pretty much putting all of his body weight, or having his whole head just lifted up by the cross ties. He's like hanging. Aren't you, mate? You're just hanging out, you're chilling. But something I always find so cute when they're sedated is look at that bottom lip. It's so pathetically cute. Look at that. Oh, he was a good boy. I mean, he was sedated, so he couldn't really move anyway, but he was a good boy. Well done, Mickey. Good man. They're just so cute when they're sleepy. I can hear him snoring or breathing. After leaving Mickey in the wash bay to slowly wake up, it was then time to move on to Casper. So here we have our equine vet just checking Casper's heart rate to again make sure that Casper's happy and healthy before he has his sedation. Now Casper's a horse that's usually quite nervous around new people, but I'm not gonna lie, I think he actually genuinely enjoyed having the attention from everyone. It's either that or he wanted to look tough on camera having his injection. I don't know why, but it makes me laugh every time I see the equine dentist checking the outside of their teeth first, because it makes the horses look like they're smiling. Then once we'd moved Casper back and propped his head up, it was time to do his teeth. Now one of the really important reasons why you should get your horse's teeth checked at least once a year is because when horses eat they grind their teeth, and sometimes they can grind their teeth irregularly, and this can cause sharp edges that can then cause ulcers and discomfort. Here you can see our equine dentist just giving Casper's teeth a little bit of a clean out where he's got some food stuck there. And here she is using a mirror just to double check that Casper's teeth are nice and smooth, that there are no rough or sharp edges that are going to cause him any discomfort. Next it was Duke's turn, and I think he'd made a friend with Penny. She kept having to push him back because he wanted to get closer to her. But anyway, here she is just checking his teeth, making sure that they look alright from the outside. Joey's gone and cleaned his teeth.
Has he lost?
As Duke's young, he really didn't need too much doing, but it was important to check to make sure all of his teeth were coming through correctly.
There's not even any buds showing through of the 10 behind. So at the moment he's got 4 cheek teeth top and bottom, and eventually when he's fully matured he'll have 6 cheek teeth top and bottom. You know this anyway, don't you?
Duke was such a good boy to have his teeth done, and oh my goodness, I cannot get over how adorable he looks, especially with his fluffy forelock pushed back. He just looks too cute.
You need, man, just a couple of points off here and there, isn't it? Set you fair. Till next time.
So Duke has just had his teeth done as well. It was more for a little checkup for his welfare to make sure that all of his teeth are coming through okay, because obviously he is still very young. We reckon this summer he might start to lose some of his front teeth, so that'll be quite interesting, won't it, mate? We'll be getting the tooth fairy coming to visit you, yeah? So yeah, we just did like a tiny little bit of floating his teeth and making sure that they're all okay, just taking like the very top bits off so they're not sharp, and making sure that he's nice and comfy. Obviously he's very young, so really not much needed doing at all, but yeah, that's all good. Obviously him being a wild horse welfare horse, we have like a few things, like a little checklist to make sure it's done each year. So one of the things was making sure he has a checkup with the dentist. Other things include having a worm egg count as well, so we have to worm him and make sure that that's all good. But no, he was a very good boy. He was very interested. He kept coming up to Penny and saying hi, so there was one point where I had to kind of hold him back. But no, he was very good. I think he should be waking up pretty soon now. You don't have a bottom... Oh, your bottom lips are a little hangy. A little hangy. Oh, you're just so precious. I love him. I love all of them. But when they're sedated, they're just too cute. Yeah? Mwah. Okay, time to shut you away. Casper was also really cuddly after being sedated, so I did spend a lot of time with him, giving him a little stroke and just holding him in my arms. Next, it was Joey's turn, and as always, he wanted to get his nose in everybody's face. He is such a nosy horse. He always wants to know what's going on. So again, after having his heart checked to make sure he's all nice and healthy, it was then time to give him his sedation, which he definitely needs. Not because he gets scared or anxious or nervous like other horses can sometimes do. It's because he always wants to know what's going on. So if some of the other horses are having their teeth done, he wants to look at what's happening. Or because he just genuinely is a bit of a fidget and doesn't stand still very well. You can be the brave one. You can be brave one. Next, it was time to get the donkeys in, and of course had to give Willow some cuddles and attention because she wasn't actually having anything done. It was just Bruno and Toby, so we had a bit of a switch around. So the donkeys went in Joey's stable, and Joey got tied up outside where he rested his head kind of on the fence while he was still waking up from his sleepy time. Our donkeys are actually getting pretty old now. I believe they're 28, 29 and 30. Bruno has the worst teeth out of all of them. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, you'll know that in the past he's had surgery and quite a few teeth taken out as well, so it was really important to check him and make sure that he's doing alright and keep on top of his teeth. So then it was time to lead all the donkeys back to the field, and I can't lie, they were both looking rather sleepy. Alright everybody, all of the equines apart from Willow have had their teeth done. The vet also had a quick little look at Joey's head, which looks absolutely pathetic now, but I promise you at the time it was very dramatic because there was blood everywhere. But no, it's got some Sudocrem on, so you really can't see it because it kind of blends in with his white fluff. Yes, but they're all very good. I think Joey and Casper probably got the award for the best teeth. They were really happy with Joey's, so I think he probably only needs to have his done once a year now rather than every 6 months. So I think it's just Willow that needs hers doing in 6 months time because she didn't have hers done today. No. Mickey was also very good. He was a good boy, yes. Yeah, not much to say about him, just average Mickey. Pretty good for his age. I think it's Bruno that has the worst teeth out of all of them. To be fair, you don't expect a 30-year-old donkey to have amazing teeth, but yeah, he's got quite a few missing where he's had surgeries in the past and has had teeth removed, so he does do a bit of quidding, can sometimes get food stuck there, but we're doing the best that we can with him and making sure that he's got a good quality of life and he's still eating lots and isn't underweight, so we're not too worried about him. He's actually at a very good weight at the moment for the middle of winter. But yeah, that's pretty much update. Toby was probably the most scared out of all of them. He's always pretty nervy and was a little stressed, yes. But you seem your normal self, even after bumping your head very hardly and your eye swelling a bit, but it looks all fine now. So, drama over. Yeah, well anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video, maybe learn a little bit more about equine dentistry and horse teeth, and can see how horses can cause major stress to your life when they decide to be very accident prone, like this little guy here. I say little guy, he's the biggest out of all of them. But anyway, thank you so much everybody for watching today's video. If you're new or have not done so already, please like and subscribe, it really does help me out and I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you all next time. Bye! Okay, everybody's getting a treat, don't you worry. Don't you worry. Yes. You're gonna have a nice little, like, it's like you've got an eyebrow slit. It looks like he's been in a fight. Latest fashion trends, hey? You're just cute. I had a really lovely cuddle with Casper as well while he was sleepy. That was great. You're still licky. Still licky. Even after having your teeth done. To be fair, you're very awake now. He was very sleepy. Okay, bye-bye. Here we go. Don't worry, we're not leaving you out, Casper. You get a treat as well. You're getting a second treat. What a lucky boy. Yeah? What a lucky boy. Mwah. Dookie. No, you can't. I need... There are cups of tea and coffee that are now empty. Here's your treat. Good boy. Don't worry, they have... They're over their what's it called? Sleepiness. They're awake now, basically, so they can eat. We've checked with the vet or the equine dentist. Yeah, so you're gonna have a nice treat. Okay, I'm gonna take these away so you don't get into mischief. No, look, there's nothing in here. It's not that interesting. You can give it a sniff if you want. Yeah, okay. We don't want you smashing mugs. No, we don't. Okay.